Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this mid-month psychic tarot update for September 2022. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you this mid-month of September and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. So, all that being said, now onto your mid-month psychic tarot update. And I'm starting with the sign of Aries. Wow, Aries, you're starting off with a bang in your first two cards. The first card you have here is the Hermit. And the Hermit is spiritual guidance. Your spirit guides are lighting the way, showing you the path to go. It could even be you are the Hermit, where you're taking a step back and getting a lay of the land before you proceed forward, but you would still be guided by your spirit guides. Some of you, it's hard to explain how I'm getting things of intrinsic value are starting to decrease in importance for you and starting to fall away. And you're starting to find more meaningful, you're starting to find more meaning and meaningful experiences in your experiences with relationships, with people, or, you know, things you want to make or create. Those things you're going to start to notice, Aries, that is becoming more important for you. And things that have like material value may become much less important to you, especially over this next year. Not even right now in mid-September. This feels like to me where it's starting. But by the time you get to September of 2023, you're going to maybe find yourself getting rid of things. You may become more spiritual. You may be doing some kind of like spiritual practices, meditation, trying to communicate with your spirit guides, or other things that would be like maybe you're going to do yoga or whatever speaks to you as being spiritual practices. And you know, Aries may say they don't really care what other people think of them. But in some regard, you do. And I also feel that because of the shifts and changes and things you're going to do differently, you may feel a little, I don't know if I want to say paranoid. That's not the right word, but hyper aware of what are people going to think or say if I move off the grid, you know, or give away a lot of possessions, give up the expensive house or car and move to a different type of living situation. So this is what's coming up here for you with the Hermit. Now look at the card you got next. This is why I say you're starting off with a bang on this mid-month update. You got the Tower with the Hermit. So the Tower to me is a fight, an argument, an end of a friendship, an end of a relationship. It could be an end of an old paradigm, so a new paradigm can begin. It can be an end of an old regime and rulership, so a new rulership or regime can begin. It could also be some kind of enlightenment or awakening, which I feel is what's happening for you with, like I said, getting more spiritual, getting rid of your stuff. Things of material value aren't going to be as much importance to you anymore. Aries, you are going to upset the status quo with things you are going to say and or do, or both, over the next few weeks, like 3-4 weeks. There could be some people or a person or a group of people that you're going to feel like you want to stop dealing with, working with, or communicating with. I feel you're going to be very outright and tell like someone or a few people, like, you make me uncomfortable with you saying or doing that. Or, you know, I don't really approve of, you know, or follow those beliefs or that system of the way you're handling things, or the way you're going to be outspoken. And it could even be about things going on in the world. But for many of you, it's going to be happening with people and situations in your immediate private world. Some of you are going to start breaking things down and selling them. You could take apart, like if you have any furniture that gets assembled, you could disassemble it and sell it. Cribs, beds, you know, bookshelves. You could disassemble things, break things down and sell it. It could be other things that you could, you know, do that with. But could be dismantling your home. And I feel that you are going to cause some upsetment. There are going to be some people that are not going to be totally on board or happy with what you are going to say. Now, some of you, you could be breaking down and dismantling a relationship. If you're in a dissatisfactory relationship, romantically, you could be breaking that down. Or a friendship. So, things to think about here, Aries. I recommend you go back and listen to what I said for September in the beginning of the month at the Psychic Tower update. And also to watch your rising sign if you can. I really would do it if you know your rising sign, because you know, that may be speaking to you more in September than your sun sign. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Taurus. So the first card you have for you, Taurus, is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is a card that symbolizes an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So this could be you, or it could be another earth sign person that you deal with. Some of you Tauruses are going to be easing into things very slowly and surely. And I feel that you are going to have the finances and money that would be required for you to do it. So you could be easing into starting your own business, or easing into like starting to look for a new home to buy that's maybe more expensive than the one that you have. Like, I don't know what it is exactly, but I get having the finances and money to ease into something that you're going to gradually do. So I don't feel like you're doing it like kabam. And I feel like in some ways you're holding on to the line. That's what my guides are saying it in that way, where you would be speaking with accountants, bookkeepers, anybody that could give you financial advice, or people that could give you even loans and things of that nature. I feel that some of you Tauruses have been wise, and you've been putting money aside for something like in particular that you wanted to do. Maybe you did know you were going to start a business, so you've been putting money aside, because it does cost money in most cases to start a business, even online business and doing videos on YouTube. There are costs to start things up and to do that and to make it happen. So you may have been smart in putting money aside to do that. It could also be if you wanted to make some big purchase, a home, a boat, a jet ski, a new car, I don't know what, but that is involved here. I feel like you're in study analysis mode. So if there is any research, analyzing, digging deep, you're going to be doing it. If you're thinking of investing in cryptocurrency or any other kind of investments or the stock market or whether to sell or buy or whatever it is, the housing market, buying land, whatever it is, you're, or starting a business, you're going to be doing all this like investigative work, researching, analyzing. And the card you have that came up with it is the Six of Pentacles. So this is giving money generously and freely to others and giving, charity, generosity, and giving freely to others. It could be receiving charity, generosity from others. It could also indicate the balance of give and take. It could also show that you could have some financial success coming to you in the future. Some of you have an estate that you have to settle, and you're going to be dividing money between siblings for some of you. For some of you, it could also be dividing money, and, when people pass away, if there's any inheritances, there's taxes that have to be paid. Nobody gets away for free. So you may have taxes that you have to pay. That could be the disbursement of money here also. If you win any money, I feel you're going to be, or inherit or win any kind of money, I feel that you are going to be dispersing it generously to your kids or your siblings or both, or other people in your family, or to charities, because I do feel some of you disperse. It's like it's coming up to me as money disbursement. But many of you are doing it because you won money and you want to be generous, or you inherited money and you want to be generous, or you got money through an inheritance or through winning money and now you have to pay taxes on it. That is the way it's coming to me for you. I also feel wherever you see there's a problem, and this could be things in your house that need repair. It could be with somebody that's impoverished, or a country or a group of people that have a problem. I see you throwing money at the problem to try to help it or fix it. I know that's a weird way to explain it, but for some of you, it could be stuff going on at your home or at your work or business that are breaking, that need repair, and you're like, I'm not gonna pussyfoot around and try to tinker around and fix this stuff myself. I'm throwing money at it and I'm gonna fix it. Like you could get new stuff instead of trying to fix it, or you're gonna hire the right people to come in and fix it, or things that need to be replaced. But this can also apply if you are concerned about a group of people. Maybe you know somebody that they got destitute in a fire, their house could have burned down, or they had flood, they had problems with floods, tsunamis, whatever, and you may want to donate to, these families that, there's been a lot of natural disasters lately, floods and stuff all over the world, different parts of the world. You may be in a place where you didn't get hit, so you feel worried or bad about the people that did. So you may be wanting to donate money to help the problem. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Please watch the September readings for more information at the beginning of the month, because this is just the brief update here. If you want to see more of what I got for you, those videos have 5 cards instead of 2, so you could get more information there. And please watch your rising sign also. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Gemini. Hi, Gemini. The first card you have is the Emperor. So this is a strong male figure either in the living or that's deceased. It could be a paternal figure like a father, grandfather, great-grandfather, or someone like a father to you. It could be a boss, an ex-boss, a husband, an ex-husband, a boyfriend, an ex-boyfriend. Could be an uncle, a brother. If it's not a strong male figure, this could indicate you in some way with your strength. It's also often connected to like Aries energy here. It's like I feel like a paternal figure on the other side, or in this lifetime that's in the living now, is trying to tell you to get control of something in your life and also to get your life back. So you got to think about it, Gemini. Where have you lost control of something going on in your life? Or where have you lost control of like something that you need to bring back? Is it at work? Is it in your love relationship? Is it with your money? I don't know what. I'm hearing you've let people take advantage of you, and maybe you've also might have let people squander your resources. So you could have had kids or siblings or other people, I don't know who, friends or whomever, take advantage of you with your money, or maybe you let them live with you and they ate your food and they used your, utilities and they didn't help, or they didn't give you any money, or they may have taken money from you. So you gotta listen to this again, Gemini. It's a little tricky. Where have you let somebody take advantage of you or squander your resources, or both? And where have you let control go that you need to get back control? I also hear, Gemini, that in some regard, you're fearful of too many things. Now, it could be stuff you're listening to out in the world. I mean, come on. You can get freaked out if you even just watching stuff on, video channels. All right. It used to just be regular media on TV. You can get freaked out by watching YouTube videos or videos on some other platform. So be careful of that, because that's another warning. I feel like this Emperor is coming here to it's like they're shaking you, Gemini. They're going, wake up and don't be afraid and get back control, and, be careful. Don't listen to too many things that could be freaking you out. The next card you have that came up with it is the Star. So this is spiritual blessings. Could be an answered wish or an answered prayer. Spirit guides around you, the divine source, the universe, whatever you believe, could be giving you some kind of spiritual blessing. You're going to have some things that are going to start to unfold for you, Gemini, very rapidly. In October, you're going to see breakthroughs. My guides are saying breakthroughs. Things that have been cut off, closed off, walled off, blocked off, protected, start to open up, and stumbling blocks. These things are moving. They're moving out of your way. I feel in some ways Gemini are going through some kind of rebirth or reinvention of their life. So you may, the Emperor wants you to take back control. There could be some other ways you took back control, like that you gave away control. Like, did you give away control to drinking too much or eating too much or spending too much money? That's kind of like losing control. I feel like you're going to go through this like rebirth, reinvention, reigniting of things going on in you, almost like a quickening. Could be like Kundalini energy. If you don't know what that is, you have to look it up. You're going to have a lot of creativity bursting forth in you. You're going to feel like, I want to start that business I always said I was going to start. I'm going to do it now. And, or you know, I'm going to retire from this job and I'm going to start a whole different career. Or, you know, whatever the reinvention is. Maybe you, maybe your health has taken a lot of hits. And you're like, well, when I eat these foods and do this or that, my health is worse. So I'm giving up this and I'm giving up that. And now I'm going to go off and I'm going to get, you know, go to a natural path for medicine. I'm going to stay away from traditional medicine, or I'm going to, you know, not eat any foods unless it's organic. And, you know, I don't know. I'm just giving you examples here, but I see like, I'm getting like, your metabolism is going to speed up. I get this quickening in you. You may find that your drive and your like being ambitious and driven, but it may not be about what you are normally really driven and ambitious about. It could be shifting to another area, which is what I feel for many of you. And I feel like you're kind of like, some of you Geminis are going to go, I'm not like that. I can hear it now. But some of you, I feel like you're taking off like an old dressing gown or robe that's dusty and has like, you know, spider webs on it, which most Geminis would never have anything to do with that. But I feel like you're taking it off and you're like shaking it out. That's what's happening to your life. You're kind of shaking up your life and getting the cobwebs out here. So I hope those messages were of help to you, Geminis. Now on to the sign of Cancer. Hey, Cancer. First card you have is Knight of Swords. So this is a air sign person. This is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising or a moon sign that is an air sign, but this could be somebody else coming in here. If you're a boss, there could be a viable candidate that comes in here rushing in that wants that job. And they're going to be a go-getter. And they're going to have a lot of ideas and knowledge and ingenuity and wisdom. And they're going to be very action-oriented. And that would be a good person for you to hire if you're a boss. Conversely, this could be somebody that comes in and is jealous of you and wants to take something away from you. This could be a sibling to you that's like, you don't deserve to have that. That belongs to me. I should have it. So they may be annoyed with you and think you don't deserve to have something you got, and they may try to take it away from you. It could be a family member. It could be a sibling. It could be your ex. Could be a soon-to-be ex. But this could also be a coworker that's like, you don't deserve that promotion. I deserved the promotion. So they may want to mess with you. So remember, when the court cards come up, the people cards, you got to really listen, because it's not going to be the same for all of you. Some of you could work at a place where a new boss comes in, or a new manager or a supervisor. And they could come in and they may be like, you know what? This whole thing needs to change. And these are going to be the new rules and the new regulations, or this is going to be the new techniques or the new methods of how we're going to get stuff done. And so be prepared, because some of you could have a new boss, a new manager, or a new supervisor that comes rushing in with all these really good ideas. They may be good ideas. They may not be bad ideas, but you may be really used to the way things were, and it may take you a little while to get used to this person's energy and what it is they want to, how they want to change things. The next card you had that came up for the mid-month is the Six of Rods, which is victory after a battle. So you have the Knight of Swords and Six of Rods. You're going to rise to something of importance. I feel like something maybe gets given to you. So this could be a promotion, or if you work, or if you're involved with some kind of club, group, or organization, they may put you in charge. You may become the treasurer or the vice president or the president or the person that oversees things. And some of you are going to be focusing on giving yourself a whole new look. Now, if you own your own business, you could be giving your own business a whole new look. Or if you have a website, you could be giving your website a whole new look. It could also be you giving yourself a whole new look, like new hairstyle, new hair color, new wardrobe, or maybe you're going to get cosmetic surgery. If you have any kind of battle where you have to fight for control or fight for something, I feel like you're going to win. And I feel like a lot of you, this could even happen at your job, where you may be like up against an opposing coworker, or somebody that's accused you of something, or with an ex, or anything even where you have to do any kind of litigation or go to court or go to any mediation. And I feel like you'll be successful. You're going to win. You're going to get some things that go your way. Some of you are going to be happy because whatever the result of this could be, is you may move. You may buy a bigger property, or buy a bigger home, or move to a more exclusive or expensive area for some of you. And many of you could find out that you get granted something. If you wanted visitation rights for your kids, you could get that granted to you. Or you were trying to get child support or back child support, it could get granted to you. Like I said, litigation, any court cases or disputes of any kind, even with human resources over some boss or employee or fellow employee, I feel like it's going to go in your favor. And remember what I said, for some of you, that Knight of Swords could be somebody coming in that wants to get you fired or wants your job or thinks you got something that you don't deserve. Could even be in like a family situation where an estate was settled and you got money and they didn't think you deserved it. So it looks like it goes in your favor, because go back and listen to Knight of Swords again, and then listen to Six of Rods again. I think you need to re-listen to this, Cancer, if you don't mind me saying. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Leo. Hi, Leo. You have two interesting cards to me. You have the Ace of Pentacles as your first card, which is divine blessings of financial abundance coming to you. It could also be divine blessings of something else of value, even emotions. You could be getting a raise, a promotion, winning money, but it could be something that involves, like I said, emotions even. Some of you Leos are making a big splash on some scene that you're involved in. So if you're involved in public speaking, making videos, any other kind of presentations, singing, playing musical instruments, comedy shows, whatever, acting, I don't know what, but, or just the work you do, getting promoted out there into the world, could be on TV, could be on the internet. It's like, or it could be in person, people in person. You're making a big splash on some scene that you're involved in. If you enter any kind of contest, or if you are being evaluated, you could come home with a trophy of some sort. You succeed, you win, you get the grand prize. So if you enter anything, could be a sports competition, could be, maybe you're good at poker. Maybe you enter poker. I don't know. you could be the big winner here. If there's a cash prize awarded, trophies and or cash prizes awarded, I see Leo getting it. And if you don't see it now, and I know nobody likes it when I say this, and I can understand why, because I wouldn't like it if I heard me saying it and I was you listening to me, that sometimes what I say happened a year ago. Don't you hate that statement? And some things I say right now could happen a year from now. But many of you, it's happening right around now or maybe even in October. Again, I get getting the trophy, winning the money. This is where I shine. Some of you are going to get presented the opportunity to make more money. So you could work at a company or a business and they say, hey, Leo, will you take this position and we're going to pay you a lot more money? Or will you take on these extra accounts or work overtime and or like a new job with some other company and you get a lot more money for what you do, even in your work life. So the card you have next is the Fool. So the Fool is starting out on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations, but you have to have your wits about you and not have on rose-colored glasses so you don't fall off the cliff. So it's a good card because it's the start of a new journey, but it's also a be careful and watch your step kind of card. Some of you Leos are going to be seen in new circles. So you could, if you get a new love partner, you could be in new circles of friends and relatives of this new person. Or you could get a new job and you're going to be seen in new circles because you're going to be working with a whole group of new people. Or you could be starting a business and you get out of the, working for somebody else and you start a new business, and therefore you will then be involved in new circles because you'll have your own business and you'll have your own clients and your own customers. Some of you are going to procreate. My guide said that. So be prepared if you, whether you wanted it or not. Some of you do, but some of you it could be a surprise and you may not be like, uh-oh, I wasn't planning for that. You could find that you and your partner or you and someone are going to have a child together. For some of you, the month of August also comes up here. So that means it may occur for you in the month of August, or you could get pregnant in the month of August, but August also comes up here. Or perhaps the August that passed. It may not be the August coming up, could be the August we just had. I see some of you suiting yourself to new surroundings. That's how my guides worded it. So you could be having a new office, a new apartment, a new residence. Some of you may have to move because a building you rent or own, or an apartment or a townhome or whatever, or a home that you, or something you rent or own. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Something you rent, they could be selling it or demolishing it and building something new, and you may have to move. For some of you Leos, that could come up here. You may find that out. So if you rent like a building for a business, or you rent, I don't know, one of my relatives has a big garage. He rents, well, he may own it. I'm not really sure about renting or owning it, but at some point I think it was rented. He may own it now, and stores lots of cars that he collects in it. If that's your situation, you may have to move those cars out. because the building may be getting sold or, like I said, demolished. So keep that in mind. That's not going to be for all of you. So I hope those messages were of help to you, Leos. Don't forget to watch the readings I do at the beginning of the month, because you're going to get, 3 more cards than you're getting right here for September of 2022. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Virgo. Hi, Virgo. The first card you have is the World. And the World is a card that symbolizes being in control. The planets in the heavens and the spirit guides around you conspiring to help give you more control. You could also feel like you don't have as much control as you would like. You could feel the lack of control. This could also indicate a karmic cycle ending or a karmic cycle and a new karmic cycle beginning also. You're going to have a lot of valuable information coming to you in your dreams, Virgo. So make sure you're keeping a record of them. You might want to, like, I have a digital voice recorder right here that I use, that I keep next to my bed, and I record if I wake up, and I record my dreams, because I used to try to write them down, but it was so scribbly and hard to read, and that way I can just listen to it later and save it if I want to. So you're going to have a lot of valuable messages and insights coming to you through your dreams. So make sure you're paying attention to them at the midpoint of September, even going on all the way until the end of October. You may feel like heavy in your consciousness. You may feel like pressure coming down on you, and it could feel like the weight of the world. You could feel like, or coming from, cosmic forces. Could be the planets, could be people's chaotic energies, could be the energy of some kind of system the Earth is going through right now, the changes that the Earth is, the Earth and the people on Earth are going through right now. You may feel like pressure, the weight of the world. You may even be having problems with like headaches or migraines, or just the feeling of tension and pressure. You could even be feeling it on your tops of your shoulders, or on your shoulders and the back of your neck also. Some of you are going to feel like, I want to stop spinning my wheels about somebody. So if there's somebody you've had, romantic liaisons with, or a romantic relationship with, and it's not going the way you want, you may feel like, I'm tired of this merry-go-round. I don't want to spin my wheels about them anymore. I want to get off this ride. That could even apply with a friendship. You could have a friendship that you're like, oh, they're exhausting. I'm constantly spinning my wheels, or like a family member even that you find taxing. You may feel like they're contributing to the feelings of malaise or pressure or upheaval for you. So the card you have with it is the Four of Cups, and this is ruminating, going within, overanalyzing, pulling at straws, worriment, worrying about the past. You could be pondering some kind of decision, and the answer or solution could come to you out of the blue, or some kind of blessing, divine blessing or opportunity could come to you out of the blue. This is the only card that was repeated this month. A lot of times the signs get repeated cards throughout all the signs, the 12 signs, but this was the only card repeated, and the other sign that got it was Sagittarius. You may feel like alone, isolated, cut off. You may feel like people don't understand me. You may feel misunderstood by people. It could be causing you to feel depressed. You could feel a sense of oppressiveness, depression, worry. You're not going to like what I'm going to say right here. Don't get mad at me, Virgo. When you may really come out of this completely and start to feel fantastically great, well, maybe in June. of 2023. So June coming up. But that doesn't mean you're not going to start to feel better in the next couple of months or next couple of weeks. But really feel like, you know, everything is going great and you're like a kite flying high in the sky. That feels to me is June. Some of you are going to embark on a new course of study. Some of you, it could be to learn a new language. You could have some distrust for someone or some people that are starting to get on your nerves or worry you. And that could even be people, big people out in the world, you know, like big people that run shows, run the show. You could feel that way about them, or, you know, multiple people running the show. You may feel like you don't trust them. Some of you may be pondering something that you did, that you feel that maybe it was a mistake, like you shouldn't have done it. And it could have something to do with a medical thing, decision you made. I don't know what. It could be anything, but it could be a medical procedure. It doesn't have to be medical. It could be something else. But I feel like it would be something involving you personally and your body. Maybe you changed your hair. Maybe you had really long hair and you cut it really short and you regret it and you're wishing you didn't do it. Maybe some of you had cosmetic surgery, or you got a tattoo, or you had liposuction, or you got some kind of implants, and now you're pondering it and you think maybe you made a mistake. It could be some other medical thing. But I feel like whatever it is, it's involving your personal body somehow. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Libra. Hi, Libra. And the first card you have is the High Priestess. And this is something secret or hidden. You could be keeping something secret or hidden, or somebody could be keeping something secret or hidden from you. This could also be you being the psychic, being intuitive and psychic. This could also be a high spirit guide coming in here today to give you a message about your mid-month Psychic Tarot update for September 2022. I feel that many Libras are going through some kind of, my guides are calling it like emotional drainage. Like you may feel like the faucets of your emotions have gotten turned on and your emotions are like running through you. You may be very much in the mode of like, it's almost like purging. I don't know how else to explain that, like cleansing, purging. But I also pick up that some Libras may feel at this time like you really want things to be perfect. You may feel like very detail oriented. You want to fix things and make things look perfect. This could be about your own physical appearance, but for many of you, it's about your home, your environment, your workspace, your yard, anything of that nature. You may also be scouring your home or workspace or car, looking for something. I feel some of you are searching for something that you can't find. It could be a key, it could be a watch, a ring, it could be some important piece of paper, document of some kind. You may be hypersensitive to things altering and shifting in the world or in you, or both. You could really feel the pressure of this particular Mercury in retrograde where you feel like you're running backwards. Like everything you try to do, like, You could find yourself, be careful. I know this is going to sound stupid, but I am hearing it. Be careful of tripping and falling. You could trip over your own feet. You could trip over something you can't see on the ground and you step on it and it makes you trip, or trip down a step. You may feel like you keep trying to make something happen. You're trying to do something, get something going. Could be a work project, could be something in your home, and it just is like you're running in quicksand. It's not getting anywhere. This is, I mean, I don't know the specific astrology for Libra, and especially Libra rising people. I don't know how this Mercury in retrograde is going to affect you personally according to astrology. But what I'm getting here is I feel that you are one of the signs that's going to be affected by, I guess I could say, annoyances about this Mercury in retrograde, which I think it started on the 10th, and I don't know what date it goes direct. I didn't look it up. Early in October. I think it usually lasts 21 days. So during that time, you may really feel like your motivation may be high and mentally, but you may feel like you can't get anywhere. Maybe that's why I'm picking up emotionally feeling drained, comes up here. So, but you have a very good card here. These are not bad cards, so I'm not really sure why that came up so strongly for you. But again, I really feel it's something to do with this Mercury in retrograde. You have 9 of Cups with it, which is, let the good times roll. This could be a wish, you get some kind of wish comes true for you. Wish fulfillment. You could feel at peace and you could feel content. You could feel full. You could feel like you want to party. I don't know. We'll have to see why that came up. Some of you that are single are going to be really on the lookout now for somebody new. You may be ready to embark. You may feel like you're ready to embark on a new love relationship if you're single. And you could even be testing the waters in new social situations with people you meet. So, and that could be to meet somebody new romantically, but you could be testing the waters with people you meet at some kind of new club, group, or organization you belong to. This could happen if you're taking some kind of class or going to some event, and you could be meeting, or some party or gathering, and you could be meeting some new people, and you could be testing the waters with them to see, like, what do they believe politically? What do they feel is going on in this world? What do they feel? What's their view of spirituality or the esoteric or the mystical, or, the financial markets, the housing markets, like the interest rates, crypto. Like, you may be wanting to test the waters about that, but you could, for the reason that you may feel like, are we birds of a feather that could flock together? Are these people that I could resonate with and hang with in the future? And you may even be testing the waters with them in case you hope to meet somebody new romantically also. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Scorpio. Hey Scorpio, first card you have is the King of Rods. This is a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign. That's a fire sign. Or if you're born on the cusp of Scorpio and Sagittarius. You could have somebody that comes into your life that really wants to make things better for you. This could be a new boss that comes in and starts at the company that you work for. This could be a new love partner that comes in and is like, I want to make things better for you. It could, if it's not somebody new coming in, this could be somebody you already know that feels like maybe you need a leg up. Maybe they want to help you financially or emotionally in some way. And I feel like they're willing to do things for you. They're willing to put things on the line for you. They may even be somebody that would stand up for you if you need somebody to defend you in a situation where you were getting accused for something that wasn't fair, or, like someone defending your honor. This could be somebody you already know and you could feel very closely connected with them. If you don't know them yet and you're meeting them now or soon, you will feel like, I know this person before, or I feel very closely connected to them. They may look at you like, you want my fidelity and you want my understanding, I'm going to give it to you. This could be somebody that could also be giving you an opportunity where, like it could be somebody that wants to hire you, or somebody that gives you some kind of opportunity where they want to work together with you and collaborate with you. I feel like you look on them favorably, like you're fond of them, or you will be fond of them if you haven't met them yet. And they're pretty direct and to the point. This is not somebody that pussyfoots around. They're good about action, getting things done, and getting to the point. Now, the card you have that came up with it is the Page of Swords, which is an air sign person, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you're born on the cusp of Scorpio and Libra. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is an air sign. Could be the same person as the King of Rods. This could be maybe their rising sign or moon sign. Now, pages can be children, but they can also be adults that are immature or young at heart. So this could be one of your children. If it's a messenger, it's going to be somebody bringing in a message about wisdom, knowledge, and truth. Or if it was reversed, lack of wisdom and no knowledge and untruths. This is somebody that could be skeptical of you. They could be viewing you with skeptical eyes. This could be somebody that feels like, why do you want to go up against them in some way? If this could be somebody you're competitive with in a situation over a new love partner or somebody you work with, they may feel like, they could feel like you're against them or you are a challenge to them. And they may, some of the Page of Swords may understand why, and some of them may be like, I don't get why, which is what I get more strongly. You may feel like they're too inexperienced. You may feel like they don't get to the point, like the King of Rods gets to the point and gets things done. You may feel like this Page of Swords doesn't do that. This could be one of your kids that, if you have kids that could feel like, you're making me crazy with your rules and regulations. Or like what your rules and regulations, what you're telling them they need to do, what you expect from them. They may feel like you have some kind of unhealthy fixation or attachment to them or on what they're doing, whether it's somebody you work with or whether it's a child to you. You may feel like they don't like your focus being on them, or like you're scrutinizing them too hard. This Page of Swords feels like being their own boss or doing things their own way. So for some of you, this is one of your kids. For some of you, this could be one of your employees. For some of you, if you're a manager or a supervisor, this could be for one of the people you manage or supervise. That's the feeling I get about the Page of Swords. But as I've said in the other signs, when the court cards come up, they're the most difficult to read in a general reading because it's for so many people that watch it. Who is this Page of Swords? You have to sort these out and figure out when you listen to the descriptions of who it is I'm talking about in your life. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. First card you've got is Four of Cups. And Four of Cups is ruminating, going within, overanalyzing, pulling at straws, worryment, worrying about the past. You may be faced with some kind of decision that you have to make, and you could be struggling with it or pondering this decision. This is the only card that was doubled where more than one sign got it. This is the only one this month, and the other sign that got it was Virgo. You may be questioning everything, Sagittarius. You may be questioning people, places, things, people you personally know, people on the internet that you don't know, people running things out in the world. You may be questioning everything right now, how things are running, how people are handling problems. That could even be in your own personal environment, or it could be in a larger world situation. I feel like you're kind of going through some kind of phase right now where you're trying to heal or overcome from disappointments. And it could be a series of disappointments that you went through or painful experiences of your past. And you may really feel compelled to touch base with people that you haven't talked to or been in touch with for a while. You may feel a strong compulsion to do that and reconnect with them now. Maybe even going all the way until the end of November. Now the rest of September, all of October, and maybe even till the end of November. You may really feel like you want to see where they're at in their life, and like if there's a place for you to be in it. So you may be contacting old loves, you know, people that you were together with in a relationship and you broke up, or friends that had potential to be loves, or just friends. You may want to see where are they at in their life right now, and is there a place for you to be back in their in communication with them and spending time with them or hanging out. If you own your own business or you work in a company or business where you need to sell or things need to turn over quicker, or maybe even investments and you want to see capital gains quicker, I see some of you thinking about how can I make things turn over quicker? And it has to do with, for many of you, it has to do with money or situations that you want to see, like how can I make this situation turn over quicker? And you may feel like very lost, like the answers to these questions could be lost on you. And for you, you're another sign I feel this way about. The Mercury in retrograde could be affecting you that way. Libra, it affected too, I felt. You, I get it in what I just said in this card. Now, the card you have with it is the Ace of Rods, which is new beginnings, so that's a great card. And this could be new beginnings of all kinds. This could be new love relationship, new home, new job, birth of a child, a new beginning of some sort in your life. Your life could just be having a whole new beginning here. You know, I get some of you are starting your own business, and if and when you do, I feel you're going to be victorious. But I don't feel it's really a great time to start it right now unless it's been in the works for a while. And some of you may take, really put yourself out there into the world, where maybe you're going to start your own YouTube channel, Or maybe you haven't been going on dating sites. Maybe you're going to go on dating apps and dating sites. Or you could be starting a business and you're making a website. So you're going to put yourself out there into the world on, having a new business or a website. These are the things that, whatever it would mean to you, Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign, that you want to put yourself out there. See, Max is snoring extra loud for you, so I take that as a sign. I feel like you're triumphant here. You get past some things, and in some cases you win. You could get a promotion, you could get selected for something that maybe there's other people in the running. It could be a new job, it could be a promotion. Maybe a bunch of people are bidding on a property and your bid is the bid that wins, or you're trying out for a play or something, some kind of gig, and people audition and you get selected. Could be something you apply for, like a school, a program, and maybe it's not easy to get picked and you get selected. Some of you are going to receive notification that something you bought or invested in was wise and pays off for you. You could get some financial payoff here. Comes up for some of you. So I hope these messages were of help to you. And now on to the sign of Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. The first card you have in your reading today is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So this very likely could be you, Capricorn, but it could be also some other earth sign that you're dealing with. Some of you Capricorns may feel like you're rebuilding your life in some manner, brick by brick. You could have gotten divorced, or you could have split up from somebody, or maybe your significant other passed away. I don't know. Or, maybe you had a job or a business that, went under, or something happened, but there's something, or your health, maybe you were really not well for a long period of time and you got better. So now you are building your life back up brick by brick. I feel that some of you Capricorns are going to really start to feel really good and really feel good about yourself and things about your life. Don't get mad at the time I'm going to say, in March and June. March through June, or March or June. Doesn't mean you're not going to start to feel better now, but I'm seeing it like with little fireworks around it, little splashes of light around it. Like, this is showing me this is a highlighted time for you where you feeling like, yeah, things are good. Like things are sparkling and shining in my world. Some of you are going to receive a large sum of money, and this could come from an inheritance. For some of you Capricorns, this could occur in October. Some of you are going to get hired for a job that pays you more money. And if you've had any kind of issues with your feet, I feel like they're going to improve. So if you had any kind of surgery, or maybe you need surgery, or there's some kind of medication you could take, or some kind of treatments that you could receive, I feel like anything that's been troubling you to do, or foot pain of any kind, or problems, I feel like that's going to turn around for you. Some of you could get some kind of inspiration about some new business you want to start, or a new job you would like to, like career or job you would like to get into, or something that you have a special, or that you could create, that you either own or you could create, that you could sell, that will do well for you. The card you have with it is Judgment, and this is, what do we think about a situation? What do we feel about it? What's the word? What's the proclamation? How are things going to go down, and how does it affect everybody, and how is everybody going to feel about it? This could also be some kind of announcement or something that you want to state out to the world. You may have wished that you had done some things differently, and you may have to backtrack now and try to redo something that, like, it could be some documents you filed or paperwork you filled out, or something you put in motion or in writing that is, you feel like, uh-oh, I forgot this or that, or, it needs to be rewritten or reworked. I should have done it differently. Now, some of you may not get the opportunity to redo it and revamp it. And that could be why the Judgment card comes down and could feel harsh on you. But for some of you Capricorns, you may be able to, redo it. You may get the opportunity to revamp it, restructure it, redo it. And this will be a blessing for you. It's not going to be the same for all of you Capricorns. It'll be different. You could feel like you want to give somebody a party to repay them or show them how much they mean to you, or how appreciative you are for something that they did for you. So you could be honoring somebody with a party of thanks, either, like I said, of how much they mean to you or how much they've done to you, or maybe both. And I feel that this would be positive for you and would generate a lot of positive feedback. It would make a good impression on people. People would think favorably and highly of it, and be saying like, wow, did you see that? Look how amazing Capricorn was. They honored this person with this or that. What a good person they are. So Judgment could come at you favorably over that. You have to think about that one. I feel like yours, Capricorn, out of all the signs I've done so far, your Judgment card is a kind of a thinker, at least for me. So I hope these messages were of help to you. And don't forget, check out my videos at the beginning of the month, my Psychic Tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. There's 5 cards in that, and this is only 2. This is a brief update. And you should also, if you're up for it, check out your rising sign in this mid-month update and in the beginning of the month readings, if you know what your rising sign is, because some months your rising sign's really talking to you more than your sun sign. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to Aquarius. Hi, my fellow Aquarians out there. The first card you have that showed up for the mid-month update is the Hierophant or Hierophant. This is a high priest or a high pope or God giving you a blessing or a warning. It could also indicate higher education or higher learning. You could be the teacher, you could be the student. It could also indicate religion or spirituality. I feel that many Aquarians are feeling like things need to get back to center. If you have felt off kilter or off centered, it's time now to get things back in alignment and get things back in center. You may feel the pressure of time, like there's a lot of things you feel like you have yet to do, or you could feel pressure of time for the change of the seasons. Maybe there's certain things you need to do because maybe you need to get your property or your house ready, or, other things ready, food, or your, like I said, your living space or things like that. You may feel like the pressure of time. This could also be the pressure of time if you feel like your biological clock is ticking and you don't have any kids yet, or you would like to have more kids, or some other pressure of time comes up here. You may feel a real pull towards knowledge. You may feel like you want a lot of knowledge right now. and to gain more knowledge about things is going to be important to you. This could be through education and schooling, but it could be knowledge that you obtain in another form. But it could be elusive to you. You may not be sure what to focus on or grab onto. You may be a little confused about what things, like where to access this knowledge and information, or who to listen to, or what books to read, or, you know, where to source this information. You may even feel like it's time to reassess how you're living your life. Is your life spiritual enough? Did you give up religion? Do you want to go back to religion? Are you following spiritual practices? Have you given them up? Do you need to go back to them? Do you need to increase them? Maybe you don't feel like people in the world are tapped in enough to spiritual living. So you may be looking at people on the outside, looking at your own life and evaluating these things. You have the page of rods that came up with it, which is a fire sign person. This is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that's a fire sign. It could also be a child to you. Pages can be children, but they can also be adults that are immature or young at heart. Pages can be messengers, so this could be a fire sign bringing in some kind of message to you about work, business, communication, or the birth of something. You could have issues with your stomach. You could feel like your stomach is churning a lot. You could have issues with gastrointestinal issues could be kicking up for you in mid-September, or maybe even going on further into October. You could feel a lot of biological changes going on in you. You may feel like you want to change your diet, change your exercise program, be more attentive to what you're eating, or what things you would like to eliminate eating, or things you would like to start introducing into your diet. You could have a lot of pridefulness welling up inside of you, and you may have closed yourself off because of your not wanting to have a bruised ego. So you may have felt like you don't want to communicate with people as much, or certain people you don't want to communicate with much, or you may not want to open yourself up to new people as much. And it could be because you feel like it's too much stress and pressure, or you feel like, I keep getting ego keeps coming up here to me. But I actually feel for you, it's like a pattern. I feel like it's a pattern that's repeating itself. It's something that's happened to you before, and it's repeating itself now. And this could be because we're in Mercury in retrograde. Also, we're in the shadow of Mars retrograde, and that could be equally affecting you. If you have a child that's a fire sign, sun, moon, or rising sign, their talents could really come out right now in some way that could really surprise you. I don't feel in a bad way. I feel like this is a good surprise. Some talent or skill that they possess that either there are glimmers of it or you just weren't aware of it before, but it may come out and be exposed to you now. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Pisces. Hi, Pisces. So the first card you have is the Three of Rods, and this is success. This is waiting patiently for success to come in, or letting go of something so success can come to you. Or you could be at the beginning phases of some successful business venture or endeavor. You're bringing a lot to the table now, Pisces. You're bringing it, whether it's at school, at work, you know, you're bringing it, or even relationships. You're going to start communicating with more people. You've got this energy of like expressing yourself, communicating more, throwing yourself like out there into the world more, being more, not that you're not outgoing and personable. I feel you are. But you're being like more so. It's accelerated. You're going to be showing, I feel like Pisces are getting tested. And any tests that you take, whether it's actual tests that you have to take, or if the universe is testing you, or if bosses are testing you, you're going to be doing a great job. You're going to be, you know, dotting all your I's, crossing all your T's, and you're going to be dazzling people with your skills, your knowledge, your talent, your personality. It's all, you know, it's go time for you. Tests, you're going to do very well on tests. Yeah, I do get that some of you receive notification that you passed something. Could be a class, could be a test. I see you on a new journey where you're going to like start to meet and see new people. Now this could be over the internet, or at a class, or at school, or at something you join. All of the above. But some of you may actually travel somewhere. You're going to be like, you're going to express yourself. There's no holds barred. If you're normally like, I don't know, if you tend to like censor yourself, or like, you know, you don't want to be too outgoing. It's like, I see you being like extroverted, outgoing. And any job interviews you go on, or anybody new that you meet, you're going to make a good impression on them. You're going to make a splash. It's very similar to a feeling I got for Leos. You might want to listen to Leo. I don't know why I'm telling you that, because, you know, why? I don't know. But there's something similar about what I'm getting in this card is similar to something that came up in Leo. Now, your next card is the Death card, and this is transformation. Something ending so something new can begin. And I know some people get freaked out when the Death card comes up. It doesn't necessarily mean that someone is dying. It could be a situation, or a person is transforming. You could be transforming. You could start some kind of new application process for something you want to do. It could be to adopt a child. It could be an application to receive information. It could be an application to get a loan. It could be an application for a school, or some kind of program you want to join. You know, you've burned off a lot of your karma. I feel that Pisces have learned a lot of their lessons. And you're going to understand yourself better, and the purpose of why you're here and what you want to achieve is going to be more evident to you. So if you were like not really sure, like if you're like, am I fulfilling my life's purpose? Am I satisfying what I came here to do? Or what it is I want to do? I feel like those answers are going to come to you. You're going to realize either you have done so, or you will find what those purposes are. What you came here to do will be clear to you, and you're going to head off on that direction, and you're going to have success. Some of you, Pisces, could make a big commitment to somebody. It could be a commitment to a love relationship. You could get engaged or married or move in together. It could be a big commitment to a new job. It could be a big commitment to somebody, like you're going to have a child, or adopt a child, or adopt a pet. And these things involve big commitments. You could make a big commitment of some sort that I can't see. But I feel like you're going to be happier and your life is going to be more rich. Like you get richly rewarded for it. Your life will feel more complete and more well-rounded. So if you're single and you know, because this doesn't just apply to being single and married or getting or all of that, because this could happen in a business and a work-related sense. But some of you that are single could meet your significant other now or very soon. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. I want to thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you would like to see more content like this and to help this channel grow. And if you would like to, if you find my spirit guides informative, you may want to consider getting the special videos I record for my Vimeo on-demand pages. Many people find these to be helpful, accurate, and you may also as well. All of my most recently recorded video links are posted down below in the description box in the Show More section. And these links are also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. So no subscriptions here. Sometimes I think of starting subscription stuff, but then sometimes I think, do people want to get locked into a subscription? Some people like it. But, you know, this way you can buy whatever videos you want. You can buy the ones you want. You don't have to buy them. It's up to you. It's not like a monthly thing unless you want it to be, unless you want to purchase them. So the most recently recorded videos I have available, I'm not going to go through all of them, but my Mars retrograde psychic tarot scopes for 2022 going into 2023 readings are available. I thought they came out really well. They're almost a half an hour long. There's a lot of information there. I pulled 4 tarot cards. First card is what's happening for you during this Mars retrograde period. The second card is what's your challenge during the Mars retrograde period. The third card will be what's your blessing during the Mars retrograde. And the fourth card will be what is your result. I also pulled an animal totem card for you and a gemstone crystal for you in those readings. So there's a lot going on in there. My horseshoe tarot spread, psychic tarot reading for 2022, 2023 readings are available. They are one of the most purchased video series. It's not the most requested video series I record, but there's 7 cards in that series, in that video series. And in my videos, I do recommend, if you can do so, to watch your sun sign and your rising sign. Because just like here on YouTube, sometimes your rising sign's talking to you more than your sun sign. And you know what? If you go to one of your favorite coffee drink places, you know, the ones with the big name that everybody knows, you're going to spend more than you are for one of these videos. And these videos give you months and months, sometimes a full year of predictions. And that coffee ain't going to predict anything. So keep that in mind. If you think, I don't want to spend the money on that, well, don't buy coffee one day at one of those coffee places and you've paid for the reading. The other video series I have recorded is my psychic crystal readings for this month of September, where I look into the crystal and give you a continuation of the psychic tarot readings I do at the beginning of the month for each sign of the zodiac. That link is down below. And as I said, it's also on my website. My career and finance, psychic tarot and crystal readings, those predictions go for 12 to 18 months. I recorded them in April of 2022, and they go through all the way until the end of October 2023. That's a long time from now. So if you want to see what's going on with your career and finances, I would check that out. You know, 2022 is not over yet. We still have what are we in? September? So we got the rest of September, October, November, December. You got 3.5 months left to find out what's lucky and new for you in 2022 Psychic Tarot readings. And I'm not going to name the other videos, because if you want to see what else I've got that are the most recently recorded videos, as I said, those links are down below in the description box in the Show More section. And some people, like if you watch on your phone, I think some people don't know where that is. There's a little arrow next to, like when you look underneath where, I think it's near where my name is and where it says subscribe, there's a little arrow that points down. You click on that and that's going to show you all these video links that I'm talking about. Or like I said, you can go to my website, theluckymermaid.com, on the videos page. If you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages channeled from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on a video on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. And you can also find these messages on the community pages of my YouTube channel. I've started to post them there as well, because some people don't like social media pages anymore and they are happy I'm posting them there on the YouTube community pages. So please be sure to check that out. And remember, if anyone ever contacts you in the comments section of the YouTube videos or on Facebook or Instagram and says they're me, it is not me. I only do private readings through people on my wait list that's now closed as of 2018. I don't add any more people to the wait list, or my cancellations list, which is still open. And if you want the details on how to get on the cancellations list, you need to go to my website, theluckymermaid.com scheduling page. So if anybody's contacting you and saying, hey, it's Pam, you want a reading? Hey, you're going to get ripped off, because it's not me. I don't follow my followers, and I don't DM or private message anybody, and I don't solicit them for readings. And the only way to stop it is for you to report them. Believe it or not, you think me reporting it would stop it, but it doesn't. And I see the astrologers and other tarot readers and psychics saying the same thing. The only way to stop these, they're basically crooks trying to ride on the coattails of people that have put their time and energy and effort and hard work out there for good people like you, and then they want to rip you off. So don't let that happen. Report them and block them. It's the only way to stop them. So if you would like to help support this channel and be supportive of the readings that I do here on YouTube, I have a donation link down below. It's connected to PayPal. And thank you so very much for those of you who have been so kind and generous and donated to my channel. I do notice it. I do see it. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help me a lot. So thank you so much for that. I've seen some other people name the people that have donated, and I thought that might be a little weird, because some people don't want their name out there. I thought of like reading off the people's names who have donated, but you know, some people don't want people to know they're watching a psychic. Not everybody wants people to know that. So just know I do truly appreciate it, and thank you so very much. It does help a lot, and it does mean a lot. So I hope you have absolutely stupendous energy to come to you the rest of this month of September, all the signs of the zodiac, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.